Remember that time the French made a submarine so big it defined the entire subclass known as cruiser submarines? The Surcouf was a submarine built by the French in the late 1920s. It was truly a one-of-a-kind. It sat at just over 360 feet long, or about 110 meters. For reference, that's about the length of your average football pitch. Along with its usual armament of torpedoes, the Surcouf's main claim to fame were its twin 8-inch guns. Apparently these were also auto-loaded, though I've struggled to find a definitive source on that. But anyway, these guns are still insanely large for a ship this size, as 8-inch guns are what are used as the main battery on heavy cruisers. Just to show you how big the shells are, here's me standing next to an 8-inch shell used on the USS Salem. I'm 6 feet tall, by the way, and these shells were loaded onto a submarine for commerce rating, like shooting merchant ships. Now, were the guns on the Surcouf the largest ever mounted on a submarine? Nope, that would be the 12-inch guns on the British M1 and M2 submarines, because of course it was the British. But even still, the Surcouf is quite the insane design. Oh yeah, the Surcouf also had space for a float plane and a catapult to launch it, because having torpedoes and heavy cruiser guns weren't enough for it. The Surcouf participated a little bit during World War II, where it would flee across the English Channel after the German invasion of France in 1940, though the eventual capture of it by the British did not come without some casualties. Eventually, it would be signed to the Free French Navy, where it would play a key role in seizing the French territorial island of Saint-Pierre and Miquelon from Vichy, France, just south of Newfoundland. The fate of the Surcouf is still largely unknown, as it disappeared sometime in February of 1942 off the coast of Panama. Supposedly, it was struck by a freighter while it was partially submerged. The wreckage, however, has never been found.